this seems like kind of a big deal when the government says, yeah, maybe we'll insure some of these assets. What's your take?
It's really exciting, Brian. And I have to say, these are my opinions, not those of my employers, and nothing I say is investment advice. And the reason it's exciting is that stablecoins underpin much of crypto market liquidity, and going forward could start to underpin other types of market liquidity as well, should they become more accepted into mainstream finance. And it's precisely this kind of move that will lay that to happen. That plus the growing rumblings about regulation on stablecoins that we've been hearing coming from various sources, international bodies, in fact, that are going to give stablecoins the veneer of respectability that will enable them to help liquidity in markets around the world, as well as develop other functionalities with the programmable qualities that they embed.
Yeah, it would basically be part of the federal government sort of putting its stamp of approval on at least one part of the crypto market. There's also the possibility, no guarantees in life, right? Well, there's one guarantee down the road, but that there may be an ETF approved for Bitcoin or other cryptos. Assuming we get that, Noelle, what might that mean?
It's a very big if, to be honest, Brian. We do have some approvals that are supposed to be coming down, decisions that are supposed to be coming down next week. But these are Bitcoin futures-based ETFs, which is a very different type of instrument from a Bitcoin spot-based ETF. They aren't necessarily going to have a huge amount of interest. We've been looking at some of the Canadian figures, massive interest for their Bitcoin spot ETFs, minimal interest for their Bitcoin futures-based ETFs. And so we could see something play out here. We also do have to bear in mind that it is a very big if. We could see yet another delay in the decisions. Gary Gensler does seem to like to batch his delays as well. But we ran a poll recently amongst our community asking, what probability do you give a US approval of a Bitcoin ETF in October? And the vast majority said 25% or less. But we're seeing in the markets yesterday, Brian, that not everyone shares that opinion.